Hey there, happy crocheters. I'm your co-host Eva Dam from the Crochet Crowd. Today is Stitching Up Sunday, where we pair up stitches together to form awesome patterns. On screen is today's multiple to change the width. If you want to do an afghan, refer to our afghan size sheet for inches. Chain with the multiple number to get the width you need. Then add the second number at the end of the chain for the balance. For yarn and hook size, darlings, ensure the hook complements the ball band information or close to it. Grab your hook and yarn and let's go visit Mikey in the studio.
And welcome everybody. It's a special edition of Stitching Up Sunday where the stitch is going to match this afghan. If you would like to do this afghan with all the 6 stitches, you must have a multiple of 120 plus 2. But if you follow the instructions, it's chain 122, which is 120 plus 2. So just to recap on this pattern, you will see all the different layers that we have for this particular stitching. So you will see that there's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only difference is sometimes they change the colors throughout so that it might be the same stitch but in a different color combination. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. So the wave stitch is going to be our first and then etc. So you can follow that in order to make that. So today's multiple for this particular stitch, just the wave, it's 8 plus 2. So chain in multiples of 8 and then add 2 at the end of the chain for the balance. What we're going to do today is that we're going to produce this wave, and if you start off with just like with the flat edge and follow this, when you get back to the top you can also attach with the flat edge and just keep on going. So you will see that in the pattern as well when you're working through it. So this idea is that you can go as high as you want to go or as long as you need to go in order to make it work. So you can make it wider, but you can also make it taller as well. So without further ado, let's get ourselves started to trying this wave. So starting with the slip knot, we're going to chain in multiples of 8. So you can go the whole afghan if you want to, 122, or you can just do the multiples. So I'm just going to do 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Decide if that's long enough for you. If not, just keep going in 8s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm gonna go one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And once you're satisfied with the width of this, you can just add 2 more and you'll have the balance. And then we're going to proceed on to row number 1. In row number 1, we're gonna get this chain filled in. Now when you're working on the other parts of the afghan, you won't have to do the chain each time if you're building, but if you are doing a new sample like I am, you'll want to do that chain to start. So second chain from the hook, so just go second chain and turn it over and get the back hump of the chain only and single crochet yourself all the way across your chain on the back humps of the chain, and you'll have like the perfect edging look that will be formed. So just one single crochet in each of the chains going all the way back to the start. When you get all the way to the end of your chain, you're going to want to change your colors. So just trim this yarn and then weave in the ends. You can use a tapestry needle, but in this case you can also weave it in as well. So just pulling it through and just weave it through some of the stitch work about an inch or 2, and then just let that hold, and then the next layers will then grab onto this. So every 2 rows then is going to be the same color in order to keep the wave looking good. If you would like to have just solid colors, you can do that as well, not change anything. That's completely up to you. So that's your creativity. So once you have it woven in far enough, just turn your work and let's get ready for the next 2 rows. So let's begin row number 2. Just creating a slip knot to begin, and you want to come into the very first stitch. So I've already turned my work. We've already talked about that. And so we're going to then just start up and we're going to chain a total of 3. So once I've joined it, just chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna create the wave formation. So the next one is going to be a double crochet. So let me go slowly here. So it's a double crochet and then a half double crochet. So we are getting smaller in the height, which is creating the wave. So that's a half. And now we're going to put 3 single crochets in a row. So 1, 2, and 3. And then once you got that done, we're now going to get bigger again. So here's a repeat pattern if you can pick it up. So it's going to be half double crochet, and then it's going to be 3 double crochets in a row. So 1, 2, and 3. So I want you to remember that there is 3 singles at the base and 3 doubles at the height. So it's just 1 half double crochet that separates that from happening. So we're gonna get smaller again, so we're gonna do 1 half, and now we're gonna be back at the base, so then it's 3 singles in a row. So 1, 2 and 3, and they get bigger again, so it's a half to go up, and then it's 3 doubles. So 1, 2 and 3, and then we're gonna get smaller again, so half, and you're gonna do this all the way across, and then 3 singles. So 1, 2 and 3, just like that. And then at the very end here there's gonna be a half, and then 2 doubles that are left. If, for example, you don't have enough stitches left over, then just fake it and put it in there. So there should be 2 at the very end, and then you're good to go. So now you have your wave going up and down. What I need you to do is just turn your work and then go back in the other direction. So in every other row is very simple. It's just a single crochet. So chain up 1, and it's 1 single crochet using the same color, and this is automatically going to move up and down as it follows it across. So it's only one row that you have to kind of have the thinking power, and the other one you just have to single crochet yourself across. So please do that going all the way across. When you get back to the other side, the last turning chain, which is the chain 3, is going to be your last stitch, and then you're gonna get rid of this color. So we're gonna get rid of it. If you want to carry it up, you can do that. So just keeping it on and just carry it loosely up on the side. If you would like to do that, you can. It's not a deal breaker if you do that, and just make sure you do a slight border. And this particular afghan that we're featuring today does have a border, so you could actually hide that in. So every 2 rows is going to be the same color, so you can do that. So once you have it woven in, you're gonna turn your work and then switch your color to something else. Now if you recall, we started with a chain 3, and the next one was a double crochet. So this time it has to be opposite now to what was there before. So we're just going to join it with a new color. So just chain 1 and single crochet in the same one. So that's 1 single crochet, and then the next one has to be a single crochet, because the ones that were down here, they were each a double crochet. So this has to be opposite. So we're now going to get bigger. So we're going to put in a half double crochet to get taller, and then the next 3 in a row will each be a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. It's exactly the same stitch combo as it was before. The only difference is that you're starting at a different spot. So now we're gonna get smaller now, so it's a half double crochet, and then the next 3 are each a single. So 1, 2 and 3, and those singles sit on top of the 3 doubles when you did it before, just to give you an idea. So it's then gonna be a half double to get bigger, and then 3 doubles. So 1, 2 and 3, and now smaller again, so it's a half, and then 3 singles. So 1, 2, 3, and then bigger, so it's gonna be half, and then 3 doubles. So 1, 2 and 3, and now we're coming close to the end, so you'll be repeating that all the way to the end. So there's a half, and then 2 singles in a row. And once you've done that one, you're gonna turn your work and then go back. So all the changing of colors is on this side. So just to go back, just chain up 1 and 1 single crochet, then all the way back to the other side. So please do that, and I'll see you at the end of this row. When you get to the other side, it's just a double crochet, or sorry, a single crochet in the end. So let's get rid of this color, and then I'm gonna switch back to gold, and essentially it's the same thing as what we already know. I'm just gonna repeat one more time just to make sure that you got it in your head, and that's kind of how easy this pattern is on this afghan. So this time the gold is gonna be the same as what it was. So here we started off with the singles, but here was the doubles. So we're gonna start off in the first one, and we're going to join, and then chain 3. So there's your double, and then in the next one you will do your double crochet. So that's how you're gonna get started. So each one of the colors, if you're doing opposite colors like this, will always be the same. So you're gonna get smaller now, so it's a half, and then 3 singles. So 1, 2, 3, and now go bigger, so it's a half, and then 3 doubles. 1, 2 and 3, and then smaller again, so then it's just a half and then 3 singles. So it should be looking like that gold spot before, and it is. So then it's half to get bigger, 3 doubles, okay, and then going back down, so it's a half, 3 singles, and then get bigger, so it's a half, and then the final 2 stitches when you get all the way to the end will be each a double crochet. When you get to the end, okay, you have to go use that same color and then just go back across. So you're just gonna chain 1 and 1 single crochet all the way across. So this is the easy repeat pattern for this. It's actually really quite easy. I like the fact in this stitch that every other row is kind of a single crochet row, so you don't really have to think much about it. And once you're satisfied, if you were burying in the yarn tails like I was, I didn't really explain I was, but I was, you can just safely cut those out and they probably will not fall out on you. If any, the best way to really do your ends is to do a tapestry needle, but in this case I wouldn't, even if I was doing it for myself. So this would be how to do the wave pattern. This appears in the inspired striped throw, and this is the first section, I guess, of that afghan. And you can do this as tall as you want to go, and you can do a whole afghan just with this stitch alone. So that's it for now. Have a good one. We'll see you again real soon. It's Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends over at yarnspirations.com.